Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am so hyped about today's show as always, but first let me thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, make sure you tap the subscribe button and tap the bell icon in case you want to be notified whenever I upload a video. And do not forget that you can always catch my content at sweet929.tv or on Zonify, which is an app, which is on Roku, Apple TV, all the places where you can find apps. I'm on the Zonify Expressions channel, so you have no excuse not to find me, so I'm everywhere. Anyway, back to the point of today's show. Joining me today, I have comedian Ron Funches. He is on truTV's new comedy series, Top Secret Videos, and we're gonna find out what the show is all about. And hey, y'all, it airs on Thursdays at 10:30 p.m. on truTV. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's show. Hey, Ron, welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are you?
I'm doing great. To the early morning.
You got to make me laugh though. I need some laughter on this Monday morning.
Okay, well, I just woke up 2 minutes ago. You were putting a lot of pressure on me, Shamika.
Well, listen, I woke up 30 minutes ago, so so listen, I'm super excited about this show on truTV, Top Secret Videos. Tell me how you got involved. Tell me what the show is about.
Basically, I had to do, I'd audition like any other show, but I had to do it over Zoom, which was a new experience for me, but I actually enjoyed it because I got to do audition in my pajamas, put a nice shirt and keep my PJ pants on. And then they just had me make some fun of some videos, and they kind of liked the chemistry between Brian Posehn and Ali Colbert and I, and I got the job, and I've been loving it. It's been a real fun time.
Okay, so what is the show about exactly? I know at first when I saw it, I was like, just reading the description, and then I watched the trailer, but I was like, for people that haven't seen that yet, can you explain what the show is about?
Yeah, it's basically about 3 interns that work for the National Security Agency whose basic job is just to sit back and watch a bunch of security videos and see if there's any threat to American interests. But it basically breaks down to just the 3 of us watching videos and making fun of people all day. And I love it. It's I think it's real fun having right now where people feel a little bit isolated to have a show where it's just 3 friends who genuinely enjoy each other, just cracking each other up. It's like hanging out in the basement with your buddies.
Now, were you guys filming this during this pandemic, I guess? Because, I noticed y'all were sitting kind of close in the intern room.
Yeah, we filmed it in August, I believe. August, September was most of the filming, and so they basically, they had us tested every morning, and everybody, the whole crew is getting tested, and anytime that, anybody that's not on camera is masked up the whole time, and as soon as they called cut, we had to mask up ourselves, but it was kind of nice to sit in a place next to somebody and after the 5-10 minutes of being scared that you're sitting next to somebody not wearing a mask, then you kind of everybody's been tested, everybody's been checked, and it kind of felt nice. I really like it. Made it feel a little back to normal for a minute, whatever that may mean.
I hope nobody sneezed or anything, because I've been like, you know what, we don't need to cut.
Oh no, we're not. I can't say that there's too much touching going on. There wasn't.
Well, I mean, if they sneezed or coughed or something like that, even now in the stores, I'm kind of like, what's wrong with you? Why are you coughing?
Oh yeah, send me the other way. Send me I didn't need anything down this aisle.
Exactly. So what kind of crazy things are you guys seeing on the surveillance? Because people, are people actually being filmed that don't know they're being filmed, or are they just sending in videos? How does this process work, and how can people send in videos if that is how it works?
Well, most of them are, please don't the classic, do not try this at home.
Right.
Because there's no real way to send us videos. We get a lot of them from surveillance cam footage. So some people do know they're being filmed. There's the classic, dad getting hit in the balls by his son, stuff like that. But there's also videos of people trying to like rob stores, and then one of my favorite was a guy tried to set his barbershop on fire because he didn't like the fade he got. Ended up setting his own sneakers on fire. So hey, it happens.
So what about you? What's the craziest, most embarrassing thing that you've done on surveillance that you probably weren't thinking that you were being on surveillance, but you did it and you're like, I'm so glad it ain't gonna be on this show? Or is it?
Well, I got plenty that weren't taped for sure. I got plenty of things that I've been embarrassed about my whole life. But I think there's been a couple of gym mishaps with my. I have a little trainer that tapes our workouts sometimes, and there's been a couple of times where he's caught me. He pushed me past the limit, and I vomited on camera. Which I think he enjoyed. I think that's what he was going for. But I didn't like it one bit.
Okay. Well, during this time, people are looking to laugh and find things. And so, I know a lot of people are saying, embrace those silly moments. What is your advice for embracing those silly moments?
I mean, I just think like with anything, right? Like the good, it's all a cycle of life. Good times and bad times come no matter what you do. So I think all of it's about just embracing what's happened to you and not trying to control every single thing. I think that's one thing that the COVID-19 has taught all of us, is that how certain things are just outside of our control. And I think if you give yourself that and remind yourself of that, sometimes it takes off a lot of pressure and stress, and it helps you relax and go with the flow and relax and be fun with life. And that's what I try to do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you this as a comedian. I don't know if you saw what happened with Kevin Hart over the holiday weekend, and that the whole Clubhouse, that social media app, and it got heated where he was trying to defend whatever his joke was about his daughter. And then it became a whole, it spiraled out of control. So from a comedian standpoint, do you think that as a comedian that you guys should be able to, or should have to defend your jokes? And if you do, is there a way to do it?
I mean, I think just like, any public speaking job, sometimes you have to defend your position. I think sometimes with comedians, people are too quick to jump on you about every single joke when it's not, it's not like you're an elected official or anything like that. These are the people with real power that I think that sometimes, because we can't hold them accountable, we look for the next best thing as our, entertainers, celebrities, and comedians. And, but I think the bigger you get, it's just part of the job, but me personally, and I think him as well, like, he kind of chooses whether he wants to go out there and defend those jokes or not. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep or much money if he chose to just, stay at home and ignore it. But, if you feel the need to defend yourself, by all means, go ahead and do so. But I think, it's a complicated, Sean. You asking a complicated question for me to wrap up in a little soundbite.
And it's early too.
Yeah, there's cancel culture. I believe people out there trying to bring people down sometimes, but also I believe that you should be held accountable for your words like anybody else. That's part of freedom of speech. Like you got to stand up behind your words as well and be prepared to deal with whatever fallout there is. However, I wish people would stop hating as much. That's my.
I mean, but it was a valid question why he was calling his daughter a hoe.
Valid question. It is a valid question. But we don't know what's going on in that household.
You're right. You were exactly right. Well, Ron, it has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, and I will definitely be checking out the show on truTV on Thursday at 10:30, and you'll have to come back soon and tell me some more jokes.
Yeah, at a decent hour. I would love to do that. It's a pleasure. All right. It was a pleasure talking with you.